Hello and welcome back to day 2 of the virtual shake-up. I'm here with Villa from Brella and also, of course, Heather from H2K Partners. Hi, guys. Another jam-packed day of amazing presentations. I'll start with you, Villa. What are you looking forward to besides your fellow co-founder, Yanni, doing a little bit of stretching later on?
Yeah, that stretching session will be really important for all of us. We are sitting all the time, so let's stand up for a bit. But yeah, there are so many amazing speakers today. I'm really looking forward to David Adler from BizBash, like what he's explaining, that it's no longer about how many people attend your event, but about how many people engage with one another at the event. And it's not about what people hear, it's about what people feel. And it kind of relates what Rafat Ali said yesterday about the ticketing tiers. That the monetization is around experiences. So let's see what we're gonna learn from this session, as well as Tonya Rice, the Edelman session about the trust parameter, because trust is obviously the most important thing in business. So really excited to hear if we're gonna hear the famous quote that if you help people, they will trust you, and when they trust you, they will help you. So really excited about at least these sessions, and there are so many others which are coming up. So,
well, Heather, something that's grabbed my attention is neuroscience. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, kind of how to get in the mind of your customer or people you're trying to influence. You've got some influencer marketing sessions as well. What are some of the things you're looking forward to today?
So it's actually interesting. When I was driving back from dropping my daughter off, one of the things that just kind of stuck with me about yesterday, and I'm hoping we'll start exploring it more today, is this notion that event organizers are actually going to become a critical part of the future of work, right? They're going to be a critical part of helping brands get out and build trust. Which is what Tony is going to talk about. The idea that content, John Seifert's going to talk about his whole 5 points of transformation with content. Again, that is a resonating, repeating theme, content being king around this to help build community. So, I mean, there's so much going on today that, and I'm really excited about it, but I definitely yesterday got my brain going, and I'm hoping the brain juices keep flowing based on the great speakers we have.
Well, we've been talking to John backstage. We've just been joking about the challenge of transforming a business whilst also trying to stay fit during lockdown and actually trying to get out there for a walk. But let's just have a quick look at some of the sessions that we've got coming up. John Seifert is live in the studio with Heather talking about dynamic communities and transformation. And nobody does fitness better than the Finns. Brella co-founder Yanni will take us through some mobility exercises and stretches to keep your mind focused and your energy levels up. Edelman are one of the best known companies in PR, and Tonya Rice will be in the studio talking to us about a year of distrust and disinformation. Then we have an absolutely fascinating conversation with David Adler about the neuroscience of events. Do you know who the key influencers are in your industry? Marissa Pick will be joining us to talk about how to create influence and collaborate with influencers to grow your business. And if content is king, Joe Paluzzi is surely the emperor of content marketing. He'll be talking about how any business with even the smallest of budgets can build an audience online. Kate Spellman from QuestX will be in the studio talking to Heather about their transformational journey and how they put the customer at the center of everything. And last but not least, Sarah Donville from America's Test Kitchen is in the studio talking about bucking the norm and taking risks. If you've got a question for one of the speakers, you'll find the chat on the stream tab along with the polls as well. But if you want to dig a little deeper, why not join one of the roundtable sessions, which you'll find on the roundtables tab on the left-hand side of Brella. And last but not least, we have prizes. We'll be giving away some Brella swag and more to the most engaged delegates during the show. So please get involved with the chat, visit the partner booths, and arrange some meetings with people of interest. You never know, as well as making some great connections, you might also win a prize. So Villa, you were doing quite well with the meetings yesterday, but Brella swag, what have you got? Is it hoodies, caps, t-shirts? Do you send money for the stretching? What's...
Yeah, we do have a lot of different kind of swag, starting from masks. Of course, masks are important at this time of the season in this world, and as well as we have some bottles, we have some hoodies, so a lot of different exciting swag items over here in Finland.
And Heather, I want to turn to you and just get your sense. I'm going to be serious for a second. We talked a little bit yesterday about the state of the event industry, and you're in a country that seems to be opening up. So one of the things we mentioned was Informa doing a deal with the city of Las Vegas, for instance. So there's going to be 10 trade shows with them. Certainly in Florida, I mean, we've had inquiries about hybrid events in Florida. What's your sense of the event industry right now in the States?
I think that people are, event organizers, attendees, sponsors are just like really want to get back to meeting in person. So there, again, I said it yesterday, the events industry is really a trailblazer in my mind in terms of how to do this safely. And, you know, they're really putting a huge amount of effort and investment and training to do these events in a safe manner. And, you know, JIS just finished up, I think yesterday in Orlando. So, and you're not hearing about super spreader events. So I have to commend these organizers for taking the risk. It really just really fabulous things they're doing.
And Villa, what are you seeing for kind of the rest of the world? I've got my own opinion, but what are you seeing from Helsinki and your clients?
Yeah, it's been pretty interesting because obviously we have customers in the US, we have customers in Europe, then we also have a lot of customers in the APAC region. So it's been quite interesting. So obviously there are a lot of virtual events going on at the moment, but the positive news are that we are already running in-person events in Australia. We did the first one this week, which is obviously really good news for everyone all around the world. So at the moment, it's this kind of conversation that in APAC region, it's all about hybrid. How do we do this? How do we improve? Other parts of the world, we are still kind of discussing how do we run the hybrid events? When should we run the hybrid events? But kind of the conversation is a lot about hybrid overall.
Yeah, it's interesting, this talk about hybrid, how to do it within your budget as well. And we're certainly having lots of conversations about that. It's probably a good point or good time for me to mention the roundtables, because if you're interested in the commercials, for instance, of how to do this in an evolving world, that's Heather's roundtable. If you're interested in hybrid AV, or in fact, you can ask event.video anything about AV for virtual and hybrid events, that's our session. We've also got the other partners as well, which I should give a big plug to. So if you're interested in online marketing and community building, that's Ingo, and also check out the Feather roundtable as well. So you'll see those in the agenda, and they're on the left-hand side umbrella. They're limited to 50 people. So if you've got one that you particularly want to go to, you want to get in there early. And also, please remember that there are other people at the event that you can network with. So one of the great things about Brella is to connect with them. Brella will make some recommendations to you using its artificial intelligence matchmaking algorithm, but you can find those from the speech bubble at the top of your screen. But it's now time for the first session, Heather. So over to you.